From the southern skies, a voice rings true. Sydney to Perth, bringing the news, exposing the lies, the secrets, the pain, fighting for justice, breaking the chains. A voice down under, shining the light on cults and abusers. We're taking the fight for kids, for survivors, for hope and truth. Together we're stronger, recovering through.
Hello everyone. I hope there's somebody there and I'm doing this correctly. I have two very special guests today, extremely special. They are from Switzerland. They're a married couple and they are doing some amazing work in their country. I've just been having a chat with them off stage and wow. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, hey, hello, Anne-Chatrine. I always struggle to say your name. Hello, nice to see you. I'm so excited. I'll just bring them straight in and we will get to it because there's a lot to talk about. But yes, I would like to welcome Yolanda and Beat. Welcome to Yolanda and Beat. They're joining us from Switzerland, and they are an amazing couple. They've been doing a lot of work. They are activists against Scientology since 2019, and they don't have a YouTube channel. Could you just explain why you don't have a YouTube channel for the audience? And hello and welcome.
Hello again. Thank you very much. So everybody's asking us why we do not have a YouTube channel. And in Switzerland, it's a bit complicated with the law. There are special regulations. For example, we are not allowed to film live. We do many peaceful demonstration against Scientology, but we are not allowed to take pictures and show their face. We have to make them, or we have to put a filter on it if you want. So we are not allowed to show a person. The same is for the names. The names in our blog, we write many blog articles. We are not allowed to publish a full name, just a surname and the first letter from the last name. Then you are safe. And that's basically the reason also YouTube, why we are not really doing YouTubes. Otherwise, we only would have the two of us and talking about Scientology. This is not really what we want at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, some of the stuff you've done is incredible. So you told me that you started an association called Free Anti-Scientology Activists. I'm translating that from German, I believe. So yeah.
Good.
What sort of is that a non-profit organization or?
It's a non-profit organization. We have no members about Scientology to beschützen. Was heißt das?
Usually you have members in this organization, but we want to protect everybody. So we are the only members, if you want, because also in Europe, Scientology likes a lot to, on a kind of way, attack people who are against Scientology on one or the other way. So we want to protect everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I understand. And so you've been cooperating with authorities like the police and the local governments and cult experts. Could you tell me more about like how did you start with so that the authorities like the police and the local government, how did you approach them? How did you start that?
Yeah. We begin in February 90 and we start in the site work in June 90. And in this time, we have many preparation. We speak with many police departments, with governments for the city, and we ask what we can do, what we cannot do.
what is allowed and what is forbidden, what is not allowed. This is very
Right.
important because Switzerland is very strict.
Yes, and we have 26 little countries in Switzerland, and
Wow.
all country have another states have another law, and you have to respect this. And it was really many administration work, to know what we can do, what we not can do, and
Yolanda, can I give an example? Just that you understand the legal system in Switzerland in 26 states is completely different. And I give you a very easy example how what we mean. So in some states, if we make peaceful demonstrations in front of Scientology booth, then you can stay or stand with a distance of 5 meters only, but you have to be alone, only one person. In another state in Switzerland, you have a distance to respect of 20 meters, but you can be 5 people. So this is very difficult. You have to know it precisely or on the point. You have to know in which city, if you do something, if you are allowed to do that or not. So this is very tricky in Switzerland.
Wow.
and
So for the 26 different places, some of them might have the same rule, some of them have different ones. Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
correct.
Right. And
It's not a easy work for activists or for protester in Switzerland, and Germany. It's like the same problem,
okay.
and also in Austria. So we from Switzerland, we don't receive Bewilligungen.
Applications.
Yes, we don't receive applications from Germany and Austria. We have to have people who live there. And yes, it's really not so easy in Europe, in the German speaking area.
Yeah,
So
right.
so, for example, if we go to Bern or to Lucerne, we know that, for example, on a Saturday, Scientology is there with Dianetics, and then we call the police or the government, or we send an email, and then we inform them that we will be there on Saturday, maybe from 10 to 4 o'clock. And then they say, okay, you can come, that's perfect. If you don't do that, it's very quickly possible that the Scientologists, they call immediately the police, they
Yeah.
come and then they say you have to leave the place. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why it is so important that we really know every city has which rule and what we have to follow. What is a bit easier is with a sign. We are only allowed to use a sign. Here, Scientology destroys families and people. This is only A4 size, which is allowed. If it would be bigger, you need another application or you need another permit to use something bigger. And
Wow.
and this is also
Wow.
expensive. You have to pay for it, and it's complicated, and that's the issue.
So it's very specific rules that have to be adhered to, yeah, for different areas. Wow. So I mean, all we have in Australia, we have the how many states? So we have the Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, Western Australia, and Canberra. So we have 5 states, and they're all pretty much the same, except for Sydney. Or
Okay.
maybe Canberra and Sydney. They're more strict. You have to apply for a permit to demonstrate there. Whereas where I am in Western Australia, you just go there. But
Okay.
I think we have to be careful. We don't have free speech, so we have to be careful that we. I mean, you can put whatever you want on the sign, but they can sue you for defamation. So,
Yeah.
and you told me that you had a defamation suit against you. Yeah, can you
Yes.
tell us about that?
Wow. It was with the volunteer ministers.
Okay, the volunteer ministers. Oh, I can't stand the volunteer ministers.
Yeah, yeah. It was in the pandemic time. We have in Switzerland 6 weeks shutdown. You
Okay.
have to work at home, and you can go. You can't go outside. And after this time, this was in beginning for May. He go out Scientology, and he beginning to give the people and many companies her booklets booklet
Flyer like.
yes with stay well. You have the same problem in Australia.
So they
Yeah.
visited a lot. They visited a lot of shops with their yellow vests, and they gave a flyer, and they said how to stay well,
Yes. Oh,
and
yeah,
of
that was
course,
in Sydney they did that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
And it was on the news. I've been trying to
yeah.
find the news article. I couldn't find it. Yeah, but
Okay.
they got into trouble and they had to take it away again. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And this news for Sydney, it was for us in Switzerland very important for the
Yeah.
court,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
court
Okay.
case. And we give the people a warning in the Facebook,
Mhm.
in different groups, and we say, attention, Scientology, it's on the road, and he make his work. And what it was very interesting. He told the people he works with the health department, government Switzerland.
Right.
so
Okay.
that's a very sensitive point. If they go to the shops and they were claiming we are coming from the health department, from the federal, from Switzerland, and they showed the flyer, and it looks like everything looked like that they did this, and this is not correct because you cannot see that it's Scientology.
Yes.
Right. And they
And
lie so
about,
much.
yes,
They're always telling lies, and it's so silly because I don't know why they think everybody is so stupid that they're going to believe these lies. And they're, people check stuff, and we have the internet now, and we've had the internet for a long time, and it's very easy to check these things. So I think they think they're above the authorities, They're very
yes.
stupid.
But
Yeah.
about the pandemic time, it was really a difficult time for the whole world, and you don't know what you can do, what you not can do, what is possible, what is not possible. And this was really, I think, for all people in this world, a difficult time. And you cannot see what is a lie, what is correct. And yes, and then we take the time and we written a letter.
He wrote a letter, yeah.
So we wrote a letter to the government, to the
Yeah.
health department, and ask, is this right, what Scientology say? Did
Amazing.
you
Yeah.
work with this organization or with this cult? Is this correct? He tell this all the people.
They told everything to everybody that they cooperate together, and we were asking really, did you do that? Yes or no? But we knew actually not, and they
Yeah,
gave
but
us
you
an
need
answer.
it. You need
Yes,
it on paper in black and white. Them
yeah,
saying it. They've been
yeah,
caught out so many times doing this with. Did you see? The drug free world thing. The other front group. The Canadian guy Jeff, where he
yes,
had all the police badges. And they
yes,
all got contacted. None of them had approved their badge to be there. It's
yes,
the same game they're playing.
yeah.
It's
We
people.
work with, yes, we work with Jeff for
Yeah.
the German speaking country, and we contact Germany, the police, and the Department for Protection of the Constitution. And we tell him, we informated him, and yes, it was an success. We received an answer for this part,
Yeah.
and he arrived. Does Scientology International, Drug Free International, remove?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
achieved that they really had to remove their logo, the police logo, because
Yeah.
even the German police, they gave us an answer, and they said, no, that's not good. We take action, and Samuel did the same, by the way.
Yes.
So that's good. That's really fantastic. And then they had to remove also the sticker from the German police. This was really good.
Amazing. Well done. It's absolutely fantastic. I believe all of the badges have been taken down now. So yeah,
Correct.
amazing work. Yeah, yeah. So
Correct.
going back to the
Yeah.
lawsuit. So they were saying. So what was their argument against you?
Okay, we published the letter for the Department for Health,
Yeah.
A part of it, yeah.
a part of it in Facebook, and he take this as
Scientology took this part of this letter, they read it, and they saw that they gave us an answer like, no, we do not cooperate with Scientology. And they were so angry that they were did this defamation thing. So they really brought us in front of court because they said we are lying. And this was the story a little bit. And it took a very long time. First of all, it was just about me. And then we took a lawyer and we had to answer with my lawyer, our lawyer together, we answered some questions. And then it was 1 or 2 years. It was 3 years even, no reaction at all. And suddenly we got Strafbefehl. We got thank you, criminal complaint. Even Yolanda got but it was never ever, she was never ever mentioned in all this story. So both of us got some criminal complaints, and we should have to pay about 600 Swiss francs or 600 US dollar per person. So we were convicted and we were completely surprised. So then we took, of course, again, we contacted, of course, again, the lawyer, and we started to write letters to explain everything. And it was really tricky, I can tell you, because it was a long way to go and many letters, many hours discussion with the lawyer. And at the end, we have received a chance, a possibility. That's a very seldom case in Switzerland, to explain why you should be not guilty. And we did this in front of court, in front of the criminal court, and then it was really fantastic. The spokesman of the Swiss Scientologists, he was there himself in front of the court, but no lawyer. So Scientology, they did not come with a lawyer, and this was for us a bit strange because we had our lawyer, a very nice lady, and she's really tough. And then all the things started. And we could explain, even in New Zealand, in Australia, they did the same. We had newspapers, we had pictures. Even in the United States, we had a similar situation. And at the end, it was really not clear. We were both at that time, we thought we would lose. It's so difficult to show that we are innocent or we are not guilty.
What do you have to know is the criminal complaints, defamation. It's in the criminal court one of the difficult side to explain this is not correct. Into defamation, you have lies, insult, harassment, verbal attacks. You have really many things, and you have to check every part. And this is for a lawyer really difficult to show in the court this is not correct. We don't do this.
Yeah. And then at the end, to our surprise, we had the lady, the judge, she called us in again, and it was very quick. And she said, yeah, okay, you are not guilty. You are not guilty. And we were like, did she say guilty or not guilty? And I want to explain why. And then she explained everything. And this was really a historical victory for us, for both for us. We were hugging each other there. We were so happy. And this basically was the first victory from activists in front of the court against Scientology.
Worldwide.
But that's an amazing victory.
Yeah.
And I guess, like you say, the legal system is very complex. Because for me, it's like, okay, you posted something that the health department sent you. How is that defamation? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's from the government.
We lie. We lie on front the whole world.
But
They
you have
say, yes.
official letter with the
Yes.
with the heading, and you're still lying. Like
Yeah.
I think maybe it seems more like one of their tactics is they like to waste people's time and cost them money. You know.
Yeah.
And it seems to be like that, and also maybe they think they have a chance, you know, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
one also good point is the following. We spent more than 10,000 Swiss francs. So this is about 10,000 US dollars. I don't know in Australian dollars, but it's a big amount. And we tried a slap that Scientology has to take over all the costs. But the judge, she did not agree to this point. But we got part of the money we got back from the court, and Scientology, the spokesman, he was really very nervous. He was there and had like a red head, and because he knew he lost in Switzerland against activists, and he was so angry.
Piss off. He was so pissed off. Sorry for the words.
With steam coming out of the ears, yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Oh, well done. No, awesome. That's just absolutely fantastic. I'm really really proud of you doing that. Can we just give people an idea of the size of Scientology in Switzerland? Do you know roughly how many members in the whole of Switzerland?
Yeah, they say there is a number for many years. Also, some experts, they say 5,000 people are Scientologists. We do have inhabitants about 8 million now.
9.
9 million. But
Wow.
this figure is it's difficult to judge because most probably it's on the upper end. But what in Switzerland is happening, we do have many Scientologists which are not registered as Scientologists. They do have wise companies, they stay in the background. And if you Google them, it's very difficult to find connections to Scientology. So this is also, we have the real Scientologists, they do courses, whatever, they pay for everything. And then we have many Scientologists in the background, and this makes it quite difficult.
This was a public Scientologist.
Public Scientologist.
This is the part for the public Scientologist. We have not so more staff member. Scientology speak for 300 staff members.
Okay.
And the rest is public
So
Scientology.
do you have Sea Org members there, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. This is so interesting because we don't hear about Switzerland, you know, and you were telling me earlier there are 5 orgs in Switzerland. 5, guys. Everyone listening, like, this is insane. And are any of them ideal orgs? Do you know if they have the ideal org made, you know, special?
Ideal Org is only in Basel, who in the 2050 come Miscavige
for the opening.
for the opening. Yes, it's
Right,
only Basel IDR org class 5.
It's quite a big one, and mostly it's empty. And whenever we say this, they are angry. And the
L1 Hubbard is not
spokesman,
happy, he said. Sorry. L1 Hubbard has
they
said he's
don't
not
like
happy.
it. They don't like it. And so from there, or when we started in June 19, really, the two of us, we went to about 10 to 12 cities. Every Saturday morning, like 2-3 hours drive to St. Gallen. Then you are there at 11 o'clock. You stay in front of the booth in front of Scientology with, as I said, with a sign. And we have also yellow vests, and we could talk to the people, to the passersby. They came and say, "Where is Scientology? This is the booth." And oh no, and some of them, what are they doing? And then we start as peaceful activists. We started to educate the people. We had so many interesting conversations. And everybody really appreciated it, except the Scientologists. They didn't like us so much.
Wow, you're doing so much hard work. I honestly appreciate what you're doing so much. And so when you
Thank
say
you.
the booths, do you mean they have booths outside the org, or do they have do they go to maybe markets or events and things as well? Or and
Yes,
which
yes,
is this with the front groups? So Dianetics, Drug Free World, and Volunteer Ministers, or do they? How
we
else are
have
they?
all we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
all groups. We have
Right.
drug free. We have volunteer ministers. We have the way of happiness. We have
Dianetics.
Dianetics and
Man kann immer etwas tun. You can always do something, but I don't know if I translate it now. They have a booth. You can always do something, and usually you cannot recognize that it is Scientology.
CCHR.
Ah, yeah,
Yes,
of course.
What
of
about
course.
applied scholastics or anything?
Applied scholastic, I never see
Yeah.
with a
Okay.
boss.
Good.
But
Good.
he have in her documents, he have flyers and booklets for this part, yes. Who he
Okay.
gives the children, teenager, young parents, and this was for me horror.
Yeah, at the beginning we were sad, we had many tears at the first 2, 3, 4 times, but then we said, because they started to address or to talk to children, to young persons, and we are not allowed to intervene. If the Scientologists are on the street with their booth, they are in a city and they talk with somebody, we cannot say, "Oh, no, that's a Scientologist," or "Stop." We are not allowed. Then the police is coming and you go to court afterwards. So you have to wait. You have to be calm. You have to have patience. They talk with this person, and if the person is leaving the booth, coming to us, then usually we say, "Hey, hello, hi, do you know this is Scientology?" And then sometimes they were like, "What? What? This is Scientology?" "Yes, it is." Then we could start, and they said, "Oh no, I got this flyer and I throw it away." Either they gave the flyer to us or they throw it away. And so we really have to be patient. But this is fantastic. And the Scientologists, they tried many times to disturb us. When we were talking with the passersby, they were coming and talking in between our conversation. Sometimes they were very aggressive.
Yeah.
Some,
Okay.
yeah,
Say,
Like right in your
interfere.
face. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And they started to, especially to, let's say, attack my wife, my lovely wife. And so their idea was two things. So we start to attack the weak one, the weak person, and they were hoping that I will be very aggressive. But what they did not know, that we both were exactly, or we knew that they will attack Yolanda. So we said, okay, we discussed it like, if they are coming to you and they start to do something, I will be not aggressive. I cannot come and say, well, I protect you. And Yolanda was, yes, everything is okay. And actually it happened. So there were quite a few times they were directly nose to Yolanda. I was like 5 meters away. Then I went to Yolanda, the Scientologists, and I had to be careful. So I slowly, I took my hand and went to Yolanda in front of the face. And I said to the Scientologist, please go back to the booth. Everything is okay. Stay calm. Be happy. Go back, please. And never, ever happened something. They were so confused why we stay calm. It's really funny.
Because they want to try and antagonize you, and when you're friendly and polite, because you're suppressive people to them, and this is what I need to try and control, because especially when I've been to Melbourne org and seen there's so many children, and
Yeah.
it can make you very emotional and
Yeah.
angry, and it's very hard to keep your composure and be polite and prove them wrong. We're not dangerous suppressive people, like I
Yes.
say, I like to take SP and say supportive people, or safe
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Can you interrupt the discussions in Australia? Are you allowed to do that? To say, hey, stop discussing with this young lady, or you have to wait?
Oh no, you can interrupt. Yeah.
Oh, you see, we are not allowed to do anything, but
Well, I
just
mean,
to be cool.
it's not polite, but it's not a
Okay.
rule or a law.
Okay.
I mean, you can have an argument with somebody, but to I guess touching someone or like getting violent, then no, that's assault. Um, and you can't, I guess, I mean, actually I need to brush up on the laws myself, the very specifics, because I think for anyone protesting anywhere in the world, it's very, very important to make sure you're following the rules, because you don't want them to have anything on you. You don't want them to have any reason to try and get you into trouble. And if you're doing everything 100% right all of the time, then really there's not much they can do except lie. But yeah, just cover your ass, as we say.
And and it's really important to rest peaceful and not yelling, not yelling to people, not yelling to Scientologists. It's really not easy to not do this, but yes, calm and rest peaceful. It's for this work really important.
For us, I mean, I guess we think for all activists, because what we realized, I can give you an example at the beginning. I also did one or two mistakes.
Yeah.
If they started to attack Yolanda really the first or second time, I was shouting like, hey, don't do that. And everybody on the street hears that. They turn around, they look at you, and they think, hey, what's happening? And at the end,
This crazy man shouting, yeah.
and at the end, we want to be peaceful activists. And if you have the word peaceful, or if I want to be, or we peaceful, then I should behave in another way. And it was one moment, it was like a clue for me. A man was standing next to me, and then when I was shouting, he looked at me, and afterward he took his hand on my shoulder and said, I know you do a good job, but you shouldn't shout, because the people, they are afraid, they think you are aggressive. And from this moment, we stopped it completely, and we turned it. When you see us, we smile a lot, and we do this in front of the Scientology booth, because if you hold a sign and if you do this, then you look terrifying. And if you smile, everybody looks at you and they come. Why? What is
What are
Scientology?
these
Where
guys
is
all
it?
about? Yeah,
Yeah.
what are these
And,
guys doing?
and
Yeah, you want to be approachable. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the Scientologists came several times and they told me, you with your stupid smiling, this is so fake. And they were so, I don't know, so aggressive because we were smiling all the time. And we love our job, and you can do that. You can reach a lot of people. It's rather easier to smile than to be so serious. Then everybody thinks, "Oh, wow, this is an activist who is ready to be aggressive." So, and with
Yeah.
this smiling, we are quite successful.
Yeah. That's a very funny, very good pun there. You got to beat them, mate. Is your name is sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you're having, if they're getting angry, you're having an effect, aren't you? And you were keeping your TRs in better than they were by the sound of it. This is
But there is a problem. We were so successful in Switzerland, and now everybody knows that we said it's so strict. Switzerland is so strict. We had to follow a lot of rules. We started to cooperate with the cities, with the governments,
Yeah.
with the police, and we explained them that Scientology they should follow rules as well. For example, their booth is not. If you see a Scientology booth and you see CCHR, for example, then you have no idea that this is Scientology. So we
Yeah.
started to give them tips. The cities, how, or they should have a name tag. They whatever. We had many different for different cities. We had different information to give them, and already two times we reached, or we were so successful, they did not follow the rule. They had a booth in a city, and they were not following the city rules. One time they were selling books, and they weren't allowed to sell books. And we catched a passersby. We were talking with somebody and said, "Did you buy a book now?" And she said, "Yeah, yeah." I said, "This is Scientology." What? And there was even a children with it, with the mother. And then I said, "Do you have look?" I, I want to be honest. I said, "They are not allowed to sell a book. Would it be possible that you show me the receipt?" And she said, "Yes, yes." And one Scientologist was following us. He was about 10 meters distance. And she said, "But he doesn't do me anything." I said, "No, no, no, come on. I'm looking. It's okay." Then we tried to turn the angle that he could not see, and she was showing me the receipt. And I asked her, "Would it be possible that I make a picture of the receipt and I will cross your name?" And she said, "Yes, you are allowed to do that." And we were very happy. And we sent this to the city, and we wrote, and the police, yes, and we said, "Look, your condition," or you told them clearly they are not allowed to sell books, but actually they are selling books. We took this receipt, we gave them a copy, and so they had problems, and suddenly they are no more in this city because the regulations were even, they increased the conditions regulations for Scientology. And in two other cases, we reached that they had to a shutdown during the stand activities. During the booth, we called the police and we said, "Look, it's not correct what they are doing. Please come and check." They came, they saw we are right. Yes, we do not lie. And they told the Scientologists, "Shut down, you have to move immediately, take your booth, take your books, and goodbye."
Wow, that's amazing. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Wow. So what is their status in Switzerland? They're seen as a religion, or they're not really, are they seen as a cult, or or is it different in every 26 places or whatever?
It's okay. In Germany, Austria, and Switzerland, it's not accepted with a religion. He
Okay.
was an association with
Religious community.
religious community.
Okay, let me write that down. So it's an organization with a religious community.
Yes,
And this means in Switzerland, more or less, you are kind of
a cult.
spiritual, esoteric. You are a little bit crazy.
You are a
Right.
cult.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like a
So
spiritual organization, but not a religion, kind of not religion. I'll just put not religion. Okay.
correct.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. This is so incredibly interesting. I've honestly, I have so much stuff going on in my head. I don't know which thing to ask you first. It's just, I can't believe nobody's been talking about this before. I'm so glad that you've got in touch with me, honestly.
Yeah, me too. Hey, thank you very much for this excellent
Yeah, no,
opportunity. Really.
this needs to be heard. I mean, I am absolutely flabbergasted that there's 5 orgs there. Like, I cannot believe that, and Sea Org and everything. So, oh my gosh,
They
if anybody has any questions for Yolanda and Beat, please put it in the chat. You're happy to answer people's questions, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, put some questions. God, I just don't know where to start.
okay.
And we are really proud of Samuel, who he speak up his history. It was really heartbreaking to hear, and also to read in the newspaper and in the big magazine his history. And last week we see that Scientology headquarters Switzerland attacked Samuel, and
Last week.
we give a response for this attack. I cannot see. Uh, hold on. I cannot see that Scientology attack farmers or children who he was there, and it's so homophobe.
Oh,
This and yes, and we give a reaction of this all, and we defamation this.
We really don't like if they attack ex-Scientologists, whatever. And by the way, we had good teachers. We had a big group of ex-Scientologists we can say that, in the region of Lucerne. And they told us, and this is very important for all activists, for all bloggers in the world, they told us, look, there is one rule you have, or two very, very important rules. First one is always come with evidence. If you say something, if you make a blog article, only with evidence, with proof. Otherwise, you leave it. Do not say it could be that Scientology is doing this and that. Say what they do and come with proof. So,
yeah.
and the second thing, if you are being verbally attacked by Scientology through a blog article, a media statement, in Facebook, or directly, you always have to react immediately. I mean, in the same evening or one day later, you always have to react and confront Scientology what they did. They don't like that at all. And this is what we are doing now since 2019. And every single press or press headline or whatever, press mailing from Scientology, or we come and say, no, this is not true.
Yeah, yeah. Accuracy is very, very important. I try to be as accurate as possible. And actually, you've seen all the stuff going on in LA and the volunteer ministers there. I don't know if you saw that. I got confirmation that they did not ask for permission to take truckloads of donations.
Wow.
So got confirmation from one of the organizers. So we're now going to go ahead with reporting that, as theft or
Good.
whatever to the authorities. But it's LA and they have LA in their pocket, so I don't know if it's going to have any effect at all. But what I really wish for LA is all of these reports being made and no action because they are best friends, But one day maybe somebody will take over and see all of these reports and do something. I really hope that can happen one day, because I mean they've been like this since the 60s,
Yeah,
it's just awful. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, so do you know Miriam from Scientology up north? So she's actually doing a live with Samuel later on, and she's going to ask more details about that. So because I wonder if that's because Samuel's been very quiet lately, hasn't he? I haven't seen him doing much
That's
content, so
true.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping
I
for okay.
I think the visit to Sand Hill, it's for all form of Scientology really a difficult way to do. And I think that it's my opinion. I think he go back and reflect all these 2 days. He was 2 days there, and reflect for himself, and he take time to healing.
Yeah, it
What?
must have been a bit of a trigger
Yes,
for him,
yes,
you know.
and this is okay. This is okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's my opinion. You have to ask Samuel.
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked him, "Are you okay? Do you feel okay?" And his answer was, "Yes, I am okay."
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
I stopped to ask, and
Well,
yes,
we can find out later on today, can't we? If he's going to be going live with Miriam, that'd be amazing. She's another great channel. Shall I ask, see if there's any questions? What's going on in
yeah,
the starred comments? Whoop.
Yes, please.
I have to figure out how to get them to see all the starred comments. Okay, I filter. Hang on a minute. No, that didn't work. Oh no. Okay, starred. I don't know how to make the starred come up. I will. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll go back to the beginning. Oh, so thank you very much, As Crimson, for gifting a couple of memberships there, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your support. Mad Drop Bear said, I never knew it was so oppressive there. Yeah. Do you know actually? Yeah. Do you know actually? So if when a tourist comes in, they can live stream or not? Like
yes,
say,
you have to ask this person. It is okay that we film, and when the person say yes, then you can make a live stream.
get
Yes, this is
permission.
yeah.
Right. So, but say if I came to Switzerland on holiday and I was filming outside the org, that's okay because I'm not a citizen, or no?
Uh, it's okay to do this, but not for Scientology.
Yeah, if you use this as privacy, okay, but otherwise it's not okay. At least this is what we know here in Switzerland.
He was really with the complaints. He was really good.
Scientology, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Okay. I'm just thinking. Oh, so we've answered that one. So it's not seen as a cult, but it's seen as like it's not actually labeled a cult, is it?
No.
I thought it was in Germany, but they're still.
No, no.
So they don't get tax exempt status or anything like that, or do they have maybe charitable status?
No.
Do you know that? No.
No, she don't have this, but we heard that she was tax-free in Germany.
Scientology.
Okay.
Yes, we heard this. What in Austria, it's not tax-free, and Switzerland, we are not sure.
Okay.
It's not so easy
To find out, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't know if they're tax exempt in Switzerland. You're not sure.
No, yeah.
They won't tell you because of
Yeah.
privacy and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they really, really respect people's privacy in Switzerland, which is good. It's very good, but not in your case for the trying to find stuff out. Yeah. Okay. We have a message. Susan King says, "My heart goes out to you both. That is so difficult. Incredible work. Hats off to you." Susan's from Australia, so yeah, she's one of my friends.
Thank you.
What have you got here? So, whoops. Beat and Yolanda. Whoops, there we go. Do you have an activist masterclass at all? It sounds like you'd be good at putting one together. Like a
Yes, this was really on the beginning. We do really all Saturday. We go to action, and with the pandemic, he's changed all, and he's changed also the activities for Scientology and the side work. And then I begin to thinking what we can do to arrive the people for to education and warning and information. And then I speak with a journalist, and he tell me, make a blog.
Yeah.
And my reaction was, I don't want that we have a blog. No. And then we started. Usually, we discuss every day. We have discussions, and sometimes we do not agree, and that's good. And then we fight and we discuss, and there are emotions. And at the end, we have a good result because we say, okay. Then I said, yes, now you convinced me. Okay, let's do a blog. And now we have a blog with visitors from all over the world.
Yes.
And we had last year 55,000. I'm not sure.
24, he was 53,000.
And 1 year ago, even more.
Yes.
More than 50,000. It's a start. We do not advertise our blog, and we wrote 600 blog articles. And the journalists.
Kostenlos.
Yeah, we do not earn any money from our blog. We do not make advertisings and so on. And the journalist said, if you want to do a blog, then you have to come with regular blog articles. If you do one in 3 months, forget it. And so we did it. Every week we have 3, 4, 5 blog articles, warnings, and so we are very active.
Okay, I'm just going to put, so this is the blog. I'm going to put it along the bottom of the screen and put it in the chat as well. If anyone wants to, please show your support and follow their blog, Yolanda and Beat's blog. I'll put it in the chat.
Thank you very much.
And it's really easy to translate it.
Yeah. I've been on your website, but I didn't know there was a blog as well. Sorry, because I scan read things, but then I go back.
Everything okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
What else have we got? Let's see. Just Scientology up north showing her support. Yolanda and Beat do great work in Switzerland.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miriam.
L. Ron Hubbard said he's getting triggered. And okay, mad drop there. What are the former Scientologists who have recently blown saying about the behavior that is happening behind the closed blinds? So yeah, are they saying anything? What is going on? Have you had any information from somebody who has left about any, I guess, abuses going on, like that you can talk about? Or
we know somebody, but we do not tell any names. We do not tell if it's a man or a lady. We know somebody who left Scientology. We were in contact with this person. It's very difficult sometimes for us because with ex-Scientologists, they were really manipulated for many years, and we had a few misunderstandings with several ex-Scientologists because we are not used to how to react in a proper way, or they always, several times already, they told us we are from Scientology, we are spies.
yeah,
And
it's
they
very
did,
hard to build the trust up, you know.
yes,
That's
exactly.
understandable. Yeah.
And this person went, we know one person went back to Scientology. After a while, this person was outside and they could take this person again in Scientology. And I guess from this moment, we said, it's a bit tricky. We are not experts. We cannot help them really. We try to warn, to inform about Scientology, to do educational work, but we are not specialists to talk or to how to say to be together with ex-Scientologists that we can convince them that everything is okay, they should start to trust it. We cannot do that.
But you see the difference for the formers who take help for mental care with working to psychiatrics people and do heat treatment, and these Scientologists, ex-Scientologists who nothing do. You see the different, like Samuel, you see, he can speak very without emotions, and something he loves about this, and you see the difference. And this was for us really difficult to take contact with these people. And the other side is these people have not true, he doesn't true us. Vertrauen.
They do not trust us. Yeah, really, this was the main point. And Samuel is so charming. He's so open-minded. He comes with facts. He is staying calm, and so this is a very, very, very good example. And we really like him very much.
Oh, he's gorgeous. I absolutely adore Samuel. I really do. I'm very, very much looking forward to Miriam's show later on. And she just said, Samuel is fine. He's been taking a break, but I'm trying to get him back. We did a live a week ago and he gave an update. Okay. I haven't been watching as many lives lately. There's been a lot of drama going on, and I've kind of, I've been trying to, it's still summer holidays here in Australia, so trying to spend time with my son. It's actually Australia Day today, so all of the shops,
Congratulations!
it's closed.
Happy birthday!
I don't really celebrate it, to be honest, but it's a big day, and it's a public holiday, so all the shops are closed and things. L. Ron Hubbard, what is it like to be free? You are silly. I don't know. I don't know why I put that one up. Okay, another one from Miriam. Did you see that Scientology has bought the building next to AOSHEU? What's that? Oh, the Copenhagen. Yeah, the next to the Copenhagen, so the European headquarters, for 26 million American dollars. And it will be double the size of the headquarters. Are they going to make that the new headquarters, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that's crazy. The real estate is just insane. Yeah.
Yeah, they do have many buildings in Denmark. This we know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a bit complicated there. And Miriam, you do a good work, so go on and try to minimize their influence to the politicians. And we really hope that you can succeed in one or the other way. And a lot of people are asking us, can you stop Scientology? And or is it possible that they are being destroyed or forbidden? And this is really not realistic, at least not in Switzerland, not in Germany, Austria. They always have a so-called possibility to exist. And the only thing what we can do, as we told you now during the last about 1 hour, we try to use all the possibilities within the lines, within the guidelines, and this is what we can do. But it's difficult to some. They say we have to destroy. We never said that, but at least we cannot stop them. But we can try that they do not get any new members in one or the other way.
And we have two goals. One is to protect children.
Yeah.
This is one, and we take also contact with the government, with politicians. This is very important. This part has come to the constitution.
Yeah.
Part, and the second part is to education all the politicians in Switzerland about Scientology. He know nothing.
No, they do not have enough information. They believe Scientologists are nice people, and they also believe sometimes it's a church or a religion. And as you know, this is not true. And one point where we were also successful, or number 3, is with the media. It takes time, but we really recommend to all activists start to inform the media. During 2019, and now we reached more than 120 or 130 media articles, and
Amazing.
it was never about us. It was always they made interviews with us. Even the Swiss TV showed what we are doing, how we are working, proceeding,
Yeah.
and then they give some very important information about Scientology. So it needs time, and please be patient. At the beginning, nobody was interested in, and we made always mailings, and we said, hey, we are in Bern on Saturday, this day, we are in Lucerne, we do this and that. And suddenly they started to come and visit us, and hey, what are you doing, guys? Why you are doing this? And
Yeah.
then
That's great.
meanwhile, more than 100 media reports, and this helps to inform people how dangerous Scientology is.
Yeah, yeah. They realize because of your persistence that you're
Yeah.
serious about this, and it really is
Mm.
a issue, you know.
It's
Um,
not a joke.
Amazing. Yeah,
It's
no, it's
really.
not. It's serious. And the thing is, with Australia and the media, we had oh Christ, Brian Seymour, very was very prominent in the media, did loads of stories. But what I think has happened, because there hasn't been anything for years, is they actually they put like a ban. So they've had some agreement where I think it's called a D something. I can't remember what it's called, like a D block or something on the media, so they paid them off or something. um so that's why we don't really have a lot going on. So yeah, I don't know what we can do here about that, but we
And,
have to, yeah, who
and
knows.
you have also the journalist who written a book about Scientology. His great
Oh,
book.
which one was that? There was
Oh, it's for 3
oh,
years.
Steve Canane. Yeah, yeah. I haven't read
Yeah,
that yet, but I've seen interviews with him talking about different
yeah,
stories. He's amazing. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, we've been in contact with all of these people and not haven't had any response. So, but maybe we should do what you do. But I mean,
Continually, you take contact and contact and contact, so these people don't forget you.
Mm.
This
yeah,
is so
yeah, yeah.
important.
Yeah, and I think as well, the other thing in Australia is it's not as active as Switzerland, by the sound of it. And they're very secretive. We don't know when they are going to have a stall somewhere. We don't know. They can pop up in the city. There's nothing on their websites to say what their events are going to be. They put leaflets in the letterboxes. They do like the flyers and the letterboxes, and that's the one time I've seen an event where I went down to the org, and I went in undercover, and I pretended to be Scottish and made myself look different, and got in there. But maybe because we did that, they're not doing the leaflets anymore, which is good, because that means less people will go to their event. But then we don't know what they're up to, so it's very difficult. But there's a lot of action going on in Melbourne. They're very, very active there. They
Yeah,
recently had a Christmas party, and there was 30 to 40 children there,
yeah,
and I'm in Perth. I'm the other side of Australia, and it's very expensive for me to fly there,
it's
because
like, yeah,
if I was living there, I'd be there every day, watching
yeah,
them.
yeah.
Yeah. I was wondering, do they have any schools? Do they have Scientology schools there?
We have one
Okay. Yeah.
in the near for Zurich.
In
It's a
Zurich.
big city. Yes, we have one, and we have also a kindergarten who is now closed about us in
Because
the
of us,
media.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. That's brilliant. I'll just see. What's this one? Yolanda and Beat, how did you both be involved in your activism? I guess, like, well, we kind of said that at the beginning, I think, Susan. Yeah, what made you want to do this? Because you're not ex-Scientologist yourself, are you?
No,
Correct.
we
Yeah.
are never in. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What made you want to do
yeah,
this?
So first of all, it really comes from our heart, and we want to help people to explain how difficult it is. And at the very beginning, Yolanda was working a little bit for somebody who was active in against Scientology, and she did some administration work. And one time she asked me, "Hey, would you like to join me? We can go and stay in front of a booth, of a Scientology booth, and warn passers-by." So then I said yes, and slowly we started from this point, and then a lot of things happened. Until we started in June 19, and then we were sitting at this table here, and we said, "Look, okay, if we want to warn people about the cult, shall we do several cults? Shall we take even Jehovah's Witnesses, for example?" And then very quickly, easily, both said no. If we do something, we want to concentrate on one organization, and
Cult.
a cult, but
Yeah.
we also say Scientology organization because it's very complex. And so we said, okay, let's focus on Scientology. And from this point, we really we have so many things to do. We said 600 blog articles we already published, but we are busy for the next 5 years. We got more and more information from whistleblowers, active Scientologists, from
Seems like
ex-Scientologists, and we have a good team, and we have so many things to do. And from the beginning, it was important. It's coming from our heart. We want to warn people and tell them what is Scientology and how they proceed, because it's not easy to understand this system.
Yes, and it was a process.
Yeah.
For our thinking, it was really a process, and I was in a study in the year 2015, and I have no time to work against Scientology, and yes, and then yes, it's a process. You have to pick many things, and we have also discussion about Scientology, what we will, what we don't want to do. And yes, it's a process for never ends. And also you have to read many books, many information. So when you are in the side work, you don't lie about Scientology to people. So you give a good education and good information. And this is not, it's not a work for 3-4 weeks and then you can start.
And
No.
very important is the process, because at the beginning I said I was 1 or 2 times shouting, and then I changed. So we changed a lot. We first, when we wrote some articles, our style was let's say a little bit aggressive.
And attacking.
Very good. And it was a process that we realized. We also asked journalists from other countries, is this good, is this not good, what we are doing? And more people, they also, when we were asking, they said, look, what you are doing is good, but please concentrate on the facts more, and you can bring some humor at the end of an article, but please be not sarcastic. Come with proofs, evidence, explain it, put links, and then everybody knows, wow, okay, you come with a good article where you have proofs. If you talk about the company, and we say there are 3 or 4 Scientologists, we have, for all this, we do have facts, and stay a bit more, how to say, less ironically, and concentrate on the facts. And this is what we are doing. So it's a process.
Yeah. I just wish I could do as much as you. You know, it's very. I'm so isolated from everybody. You know, but yeah,
Mhm.
you're very inspirational. Absolutely, I think what you're doing is
You are, because you are a mother and you do a lot of things and you take the risk and everything. So thank you very much for that.
Yes.
This is really fantastic what you are doing.
Yes,
Oh, thank you.
I am so proud of all creators, protesters, former Scientologists, and activists. I am really proud. I look every YouTube channel that I like.
Yeah.
I don't like every channel, and the education from former Scientology are so important for us never-ins, and you go deeper in this materia in the technology for
Into the
Scientology.
psyche of it. Yeah, yeah,
Yes, and
yeah.
this is so important for
Mm.
us, for never ends, and also for the world. And so I am so proud for all
Yeah.
the people who works in YouTubes, in blogs. I see
Yeah.
Miriam and Serge beginning also to write now in her blog, and
Yeah, the
yeah,
Substacks. Yeah, yeah. They're
this
very
is so
Yeah,
talented,
it's great.
very
yeah,
beautiful writers as
yes,
well. Very
yeah.
talented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is also protest
yeah,
Mm.
work.
yeah,
Yeah, you have many different ways. So we take the way for the side work also to blog, to post blogs and to write. And uh, this is good. It's okay. It's all okay. What is
yeah.
not okay, it's all the crap now.
I know. Well, we just, I think we just have to ignore all the crap and
Yeah,
focus on what we're doing.
yeah,
I got sucked in and I made comments and and I just want to put it out there that I apologize to anyone if I've offended anyone, and I just get emotional about things
Me
and I
too.
do things impulsively, with the ADHD. I'm just "Rah!" and I don't think
yeah.
about what
And
I'm saying sometimes and the effect of what I'm saying. And so I have made a public announcement on one of the Facebook groups. I think it was Natalie's group, and I am going to stick to that, not to comment on any negative stuff at all, and just focus. What we're doing is what's important. That's why we're here. None of the arguing and stuff really matters. Yes, we have to stay focused, definitely.
yeah,
There's a couple more comments. Do
okay.
you have to do you have to go soon, or you have a time limit, or
No,
because I
it's
can't remember if
Sunday.
we said.
It's free time.
Okay. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so Mad Drop Bear. After T had Mr. Mustard. I didn't have Mr. Mustard on. I had Miriam and Lara. Yeah, I don't know. Recently, I have been wanting to be a listening and caring activist who shows that they are safe. Good advice with the smiles. Yeah, yeah. I think it's important to be friendly and smiley, and absolutely, definitely, yeah. And once my son goes back to school on the beginning of next month, I'll be doing more stuff. I want to get, and it's so hot here at the moment, so incredibly hot.
Oh,
It's
How
just
many you have?
are you in degrees or Fahrenheit?
It's
degrees.
Celsius.
Please.
Celsius. Celsius.
Yeah.
It's been like 42 degrees. You know,
What?
so that's why I haven't been going to Perth or lately. It's too hot. It's too hot.
Here sometimes it's 2 degrees in the morning or zero, and then if we are lucky, it's like 5. Maybe now it's the sun, maybe 10 degrees if we are lucky, but this is already warm in winter time.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I
Wow,
don't know.
it's so
I
hot in Australia. Wow.
I grew up in Scotland, where we'd have snow and stuff. So I understand how cold it gets in Europe. Maybe more cold in Switzerland than Scotland. Oh, I don't know. Would it be more cold there?
I'm not sure.
us.
I don't know.
Maybe also if it's cooler in Scotland or here. Maybe in Switzerland, but we do not know.
I don't know. Yeah, because people go skiing there, don't they? But that's the mountains. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I don't miss the cold, but then it's too hot. Mena, oh, thank you, Mena. Mena says you're doing plenty. You do more than me, and I'm not a single mum. Do not downplay what you've done. You stop them I'm building on Africa. Yeah, I did. Yeah. Okay. So I need to get that man from Africa on the channel. Definitely. Thank you, Mena, and thanks, for everyone who supports this channel. Who else we got? No one wants to approach somebody that embodies the evil bad guys that Scientology portrays the world as. Yeah. And they genuinely are terrified of these SPs. They're very
Yeah.
scared of them. So yeah, I think being friendly and happy and being welcoming shows them that the world isn't a scary place. And then maybe
That's a
they'll start to realize that they're being told a load of BS.
That's a good point. I mean, of course, we are SPs and
Declaration im Fernsehen verlaufen die Kamera, das ist wichtig.
yes, in front of the Swiss TV, the spokesman of Switzerland declared us as suppressive persons. And one message is maybe be not afraid to all activists. Scientology was at home here in front of our door. They were many times, we live in a village and we always published our address. And already at that point, from the beginning, they were angry because we showed them clearly we are not afraid of you. So we have one single restaurant in our village. 700 people are living only in this small village where we live now. And we have one restaurant, and they visited us several times, and they tried to frighten us. They took us in the sandwich. They were looking at us. They were in front of the door, and we found out everything. And immediately we made blog articles and wrote about, as I said, the next day or even same day.
Or we say directly to the person, hey, say hello to your friends in Scientology and give up what you
Best
see.
regards. Always address them. Always address them. You have to go to them and say, hey, give best regards to all your colleagues of Scientology. Nice that you are here. They look at you. They do not know what to say. They are like kind of shocked. So we always go to them and we smile, and this is really important. Be not afraid. Be not afraid of them. They like to play games, but we activists, we can do the same, and sometimes even better.
Yes.
Well, you're meeting them on the tone scale, aren't you? I guess. Well, you're being what's the word? Because they do the whole. They're going to be. Aren't they supposed to be? If you're angry, they're supposed to be happy, or something like. I don't know. But if you're matching their mood, then maybe it will confuse them.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
It's her tone scala. And when you don't are in this tone scala for Scientology, you are really confused. What is that? And Ron Hubbard say we are all criminals, people, and this is not right. He found nothing about us. Also, it's really
desperate. They are desperate because we do not have criminal files. They do not find anything bad against Yolanda or about me, and they cannot understand why the L. Ron Hubbard technique or information that all SPs are criminals. That he said that because we are not. They cannot handle this situation, and then we come and smile and we go to them and say, hey, how are you? Are you going back now to New York, or do you study tonight?
And we have no problems with drugs. We don't drinking many alcohol, and we go out and then we begin into shelling and so.
Yeah, maybe they hope that we would be drunk. They can make some nice videos or pictures and so on. All this story, and it's funny. Yeah, be not afraid.
But because if they don't find any crimes, they're supposed to make one up, aren't they?
Yes.
Just so silly. But Scientology, we are not afraid of you, and
no, not at all.
We're not going to find anything on me either. I'm a good girl. I don't do anything. I haven't got a criminal past or anything. It's so, and another thing, Scientology, this shows the tech does not work. It doesn't work. The tone scale doesn't work. Okay, we're living proof.
Exactly.
It doesn't work. It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I'll check to see if there's any more starred comments. Oh, Joe, thank you for becoming a member. I would have thought you're a member already. Ooh. Or maybe you renewed it or something. I don't know. I'll just check my list to see if there's anything else I was going to ask you, because I think we might have covered everything that you kind of told me about. Or how were you threatened? So they've been waiting outside your house and following, going to the restaurant in town and stuff like that, just hanging around trying to intimidate you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And usually what they do during some actions when they have a booth, and this could happen to everyone. At the beginning, it was 2019. I was really like a bit, I was afraid and nervous because they said the following. One guy said the following to me. Yolanda was at home. She was sick. Then this Scientologist, this guy said to me, "Oh, hey, where you live is a wonderful place, and you have a yellow house, and the garden of the neighbor on this side is fantastic. How many flowers! And on this side is a garden with stones, and we like the place you live." And inside, I was nervous and afraid, but I said to him, "Yeah, then." When you know where we live, please come to us and we drink a coffee together. You are most welcome." And he was looking at me, he was changing the face, and then he was really thinking what he should say. I say, "Come on, you can even come with your friends. You are invited." But so up to now, nobody came from Scientology. So yeah.
Dear, bloody yeah, that's it. You're confronting them and showing them you're not afraid. I think it's really important to do that. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm gonna
And
oh, sorry, you go. What were you gonna say?
and it's really normal that we protesters or activists are inside really afraid or nervous, or sometimes you don't know what you have to do. This is all normal.
Yes.
We are human beings with emotions,
Yeah,
and never ends. Are really special in this community.
Yes.
We are not manipulated about Scientology. We are free in our thinking, and sometimes we see the problem, and this is really difficult for us to explain all the others former Scientologists why don't do it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And
It's really difficult to have a good communication, so you are sure that he understands you.
yeah,
We
absolutely.
have we never have another language. We have another childhood, and this is really important. And
Yeah,
when two parts come together, it's not so easy. It's tricky sometimes.
yeah, yeah. It's the never ends are very important.
Mhm.
And like a lot of other people have said, there's more never ends than there are Scientologists. So it's
Yeah.
our voices are important, and never ends rise up. We need more of us being active and getting out there and spreading the word of what is going on, and just trying to stop more people joining is a massive part of it for me. But I understand what you're saying about being scared. I was terrified when I first started. More about the fair game, and my first few streams, I would wear sunglasses and a hat. I didn't, I was terrified. I didn't want anyone to know who I was. And now I don't care anymore. I'm not scared. There's nothing I have that they can take from me. There's nothing, and all of my neighbors and they know, because I know one of the things they do is they'll spread
Also,
rumors and try
yeah.
to make you lose your job and call you a child molester and stuff like that. All of my community they know me, they know what I do, and I'm self-employed. I work for myself, so there's nothing they can do to me. I'm not afraid, and I will continue to speak up.
Very good.
Yeah. I know. I
Very
just
good. Excellent.
And
Good.
this was really important information for all the people around you.
yeah,
This
yeah,
is really important.
yeah.
So you have also sometimes good support for these people, and this is also important for us, for
Well,
you.
they all think I'm crazy, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
What you said is very important. We wrote a little message to all our neighbors, and we handed it out or put it in the mailbox. And some of them they ask us, "Ah, you are warning about Scientology," and we inform them, because if they see something happening in the neighborhood, then they or with us, of course, the door is open or whatever, then they can really help or react, or they can see somebody's coming and observing whatever, and then we got a message and they say, hey, there was a person was in the street and they were looking at your house, whatever. So this is important.
Yeah. To have people all looking out for each other and stuff. I mean, when I told people about Scientology and my channel, and be prepared to expect this might happen, they just think it's funny and that I'm crazy. And there's only
Oh,
1,600 people in Australia that are Scientologists, and and this is the thing, and they're like, oh, don't worry about it, and it's not. They don't think it's important, you know. And then when I tell them about the children, mainly the children, and the fact that also that the other reason why I like you, there's so many cults to sort of choose from and which one to fight against. But Scientology, there was a lot of studies that showed that they, with the mind control techniques and the hypnosis, they are the hardest to deprogram from. It can
Yeah,
take a minimum of 14 years if you've grown up in Scientology to actually to be deprogrammed from it. It's very, very, really takes a hold on people. And for me, that's just it's awful. And it's not just about the amount of Scientologists, it's the way they are integrating, all these little
yeah,
tentacles. And
yes.
I mean, in Australia, they have a very elaborate network of money laundering, in my opinion.
Wow.
It's, I mean, they run the UK operations actually run out of Australia, and it's all funneling money back to the mothership in
Okay.
America. Yeah. And
Okay.
so Australians are carrying the tax burden of the operations that's going on in the UK.
yeah. That's
It's
correct.
very,
Yeah,
yeah. So and it's so complex, and there's so many as well. We got to think the Scientologists, the public Scientologists that have businesses as well. If you're paying into that, and then they are paying Scientology, and it's all, I don't know. It's a big web of stuff.
yeah. It's a
Yeah,
big stuff.
yeah, lots of stuff going on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will check for more messages, and then I think we can maybe call it a day. So because it's dinner time here for me, and I have to cook something for my son.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Joe says, I know I've never met both Yolanda and Beat, but they are very beautiful people with lovely personalities. I agree. I agree. You do seem like really beautiful souls, and I appreciate what you're doing. You
Thank you so
some
much.
very, very nice people, and I'm glad we've met. Truly, I'd love
We
to.
too.
Yeah. Irish Mart says, "Thank you, Yolanda and Beat, for taking the time to talk to us. Love your perspective on COS activism." Thanks,
Oh,
Irish.
hi, Irish mom. I see
Uh,
so many comments for her in
okay,
the
yeah.
other channels. Yes, yes.
Yeah. She's a big supporter, absolutely. I think that's all we've got at the moment. Yes.
Good.
Oh, let's see, what's that one? But yeah, I will put all the links to all of your to your blog, your website, your Instagram, and your Facebook. I'll put it all in the description for everybody to follow. Please give these beautiful people your support. They're doing such amazing work. I can't even put into words Oh, Irish Mark, thank you. You've gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. Anything I could do to help you guys. And if you want to come on again, if you want to come on in a weekly segment and tell me what your discoveries have been like, yeah, absolutely. Or monthly, maybe. But you're like, oh, not another thing to do. You have lots of things to do already. But yeah, definitely keep us updated in what you're getting up to and any new conquests. Absolutely. You're just incredible. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's about it. But yeah, that's
Okay,
brilliant.
this
I'm just so
really thank you
overwhelmed.
so much. It was such a pleasure for us. First of all, sorry about our English. We are native German speaking persons,
Oh,
then it was really, we are not YouTubers. We are not so used to it. So, but thank you very much for that. We had this opportunity that you gave us this opportunity, and for your
oh no, thank
patience.
you. Thank you.
And that we could explain everything, and this was really very, very nice. We really appreciate it, T.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I
Thank you
appreciate
very
it.
much, T.
No, you're very welcome. Thank you, and I appreciate you reaching out to me. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing what you're doing, and I hope to get to Switzerland one day. My son actually wants to go there. He wants to. I don't know if
Oh.
it's still. He says something about he likes that you're the safest country when it comes to war or something. He tells me all this about guns, like fake, like boulders that have secret guns hidden in them and tunnels and stuff like this. I don't know. He wants
Okay.
to come, he wants to come and see these things, So I don't know if that's
Okay.
true, but you're very easy to understand. Your English is brilliant. Your English is very good. Yeah, so don't worry. But yeah, oh, yeah. Here, there's a very good point. Mena says your English is better than our German. So yes, this is very true. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I used to learn a little bit of German at school. Guten Morgen, guten Abend, guten Abend.
Good.
Ich habe einen Fernseher. Or Fahrrad.
Fantastic.
Is Fahrrad is TV? Or is
Yeah,
that the other way? Yeah.
perfect.
What's
Fantastic.
I can't remember anything else. Eins, zwei, drei. I can count to 100.
Wow.
Hallo, wie heißt du?
Wow, perfect.
It's
But that's
really not
about it.
an easy language, German. It's
No.
very
My sister,
complicated and it's
yeah.
not so easy. So my mother tongue was Spanish and Swiss German, and yes, and I understand.
Oh, what does that mean? Can you see the comments when I put them up?
No, it's very small.
Oh,
Too
okay.
small.
So Mena says, and I hope I pronounce this properly. Die Katze sind unter dem Tisch. What does that mean?
Yes,
What
the
does
cat
it
is
mean?
under the table.
Oh, that's a bit random. Oh, okay. Joe says, Yolanda, I am Joe Buchanan, Brigitte's mod. Changed my name, so if you see this random person, so you know Brigitte.
We didn't get that. Sorry.
There's a lady called Brigitte. I don't know if she's
Bridget.
Bridget, yes.
right, Bridget.
Yeah, no, for Scotland.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Joe Buchanan has changed her name to Joe Bananas. She's just letting you know. Yeah. Mad Drop Bear says, all I've heard is you make great clocks.
Okay, thank you.
Good clocks.
Yeah, so
Do you make your clock makers in Switzerland?
yes, and we're beginning now with the carnival time. And this is with mask, and you play music in the road.
Carnival, yeah.
Carnival, and then you see many cloth.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anyway, I thank you so much for coming on, and thank you everyone for watching. And I hate saying goodbye. I'm terrible at saying goodbye, but I have a new outro with all the members' names on it, and I hope I can get it to work. But yeah, thank you for coming in. Hopefully we can talk again soon. Yeah, I'll share all the links and make sure everyone is updated with what you're doing. Yeah, and I guess auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you very much. And it was really a pleasure for us. And auf Wiedersehen. Goodbye.
Goodbye, adios. Bye.
Take
Bye.
care. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. How lovely are they? They were really, really lovely people. I'm going to see if I can put these credits on to say goodbye. All right, bye, everyone, and hopefully this works.